I know. I guess you call it truthing. I'm not really
Wow.
sure. I want to bring those up real quick here. He says he hardly knows who this person Cassie Hutchinson is. That's a very typical. Um,
He didn't know who I was either. Remember that?
right. Absolutely. His second one here from just 20 minutes after, he says never complained about crowd size. It was massive. I mean, we can go back and read these statements. It's full of a bunch of gibberish, to be quite honest, just because he's fucking lying here. He can't help himself but to lie. It's really ironic that this is truth. I think we have some more clips here. Here is another from 20 minutes later. Her fake story that I tried to grab the steering wheel of the White House limousine in order to steer into the Capitol building is sick and fraudulent. Very much.
Fraudulent is the wrong word, by the way. Okay.
Right. Well, when he's saying these things, I believe he's saying, yes, I did these. I have to say I didn't do these because I did do these things by making these statements. He says, very much like the unselect committee itself, wouldn't even have been possible to do such a ridiculous thing. Her story of me throwing food is also false. And why would she, I don't know why he capitalized she there, have to clean it up? I hardly knew who she was.
Okay, first of all, you may remember in her testimony, she didn't have to clean it up. She felt bad for the man that was cleaning up, and she lent a hand. That's generally what people do, right? When you have empathy for another person. But then again, he finishes it by stating that he hardly knew who she was. That's the 3 Ds of Donald Trump, right? It's distance yourself, denigrate, and then deflect to something else. Then he goes on to talk about in the last Truth Social one that she changed lawyers at the last time. That happened to me as well. I was being bombarded by a guy named Costello who was involved with Giuliani, who wanted to be part of the defense team when when I was undergoing after the FBI raid and the alleged investigation into me and all that other nonsense. They wanted to put this guy Costello in. They want their people in the game. In that way, they could report back so that you can be directed to stay on message. It's exactly how the mob works. The Don tells you, right? No pun intended here. The Don tells you, use this guy. He's one of us. He's part of the family, right? He'll keep you safe. Put your arms around them until you have to shoot them. That's what Donald is all about, right? Denigrate, distance, and then deflect onto something else. It's the 3 Ds. And he does the same thing every time. It's about time that press and folks who are supporters of Trump start to see this. And rest assured, I guarantee if I go onto my cell phone right now, I've already received an email from Donald Trump's, what do you call it, his campaign finance, organization. Hey, just got smashed and attacked by the unselect committee. Send $15, right? Because we have to fight this. I guarantee you, this fucking grifter in chief is going to do everything in his power to suck even more money out of this. I mean, it's funny. This is bothering him a lot. It'll bother him a lot worse if he doesn't make money off of it. But this is really bothering him. The fact that you have all of these people coming together and corroborating what we already knew. We've already read the emails, the text messages, and so on, and the recordings. We've already heard, seen, and read these things. So we knew exactly what Cassidy was going to be responding to. It was just nice to have it coming first person from somebody like myself who was a fly in the wall during a certain period of time.
It almost seems like witness tampering, at a bare minimum.
What do you mean, Tony? It almost seems like it is witness tampering. It's witness tampering and obstruction of justice. Just look it up in Wikipedia and you will see exactly the actions that Donald Trump and his acolytes do is witness tampering and obstruction of justice, plain and simple. But yet, look, we've seen enough testimony from this hearing. We have seen enough information over the course of the last 2+ years in order to have locked this man away for a long time. But not just him, it's the whole group of them. Stunning testimony today, exceptionally important to history. But then again, it's just adding another layer to the cake of the illegalities that Donald Trump and his, and his inner circle are responsible for over many, many years.